Alright, we're live. We've got 5 minutes to go. I think there's 26 riders in the race. $32. So this is the main race for tonight. This has a lot of riders, and the other one is only 6 riders, I guess. Maybe a bit more. Hey Jason. We have to finish the race within 25 minutes because then the other event starts. And last week I only did the other event, the dirt race, and that was on this course, the Queens Highway. And I quite like the race because it's a good course to draft, but also to punch. And if you want to win here, you have to dare to go long, so to say. You need to push orange numbers at the start of that hill. We will go over the hill 3 times, and then on the other end of the lap, there's also a small punch, but that's only 2 times. But last week I raced it with maybe 5 or 6 A riders and a few B riders. And now it's only A riders. But in the A category there's also a couple of B riders, so we'll have to see how the race goes. There's a few riders with like a 5 watts per kilo FTP. But this race won't be that long, it will be 12 or 13 minutes. And there's also a couple of riders with a higher ranking, but they were Bs. It's been a while since I did this race. I think I did it last year in October, November as a B. But these are always really fun races because they're so short. I didn't have time to do the one before. It's always a double header, the Kurt Meyer race series. So there's a few riders who already did the first one. Yeah, I'll have to see how it goes because last week on this course with only A riders, there were 2 riders who went long, like the 5 watts per kilo guys, and maybe this week there will be more riders being capable of doing that, so it might go faster but also go slower, I don't know. And the second race is the Neokyo crit course. I haven't done that, so don't know how the race will go. Never raced in Neokyo either. Did any of you already did a race there, Neokyo? I did the route patch events, but the routes are on a weird spot. There are no like finish banners where they end. Yeah, I was thinking about doing the Legion race, but it's at 8 p.m. here local time, and then it finishes at maybe too late. And now I can do 2 races as 2 chances. So that's always fun. 31 riders. let's aim for top 10 in this race, hopefully top 5, but depends a bit on the first lap. Let's see how it goes. Oh, it's the other way around. Thought it would be clockwise. I'm feeling quite okay. My heart rate is a little high, but I don't really feel the legs when I'm pushing at FTP. so that's good. Feels like it's going slow. There's not being people really pushing at the front. If I look at the graph, it's still a bit red. For some riders it's a second race, so that might be it. Yeah, sprint, but it's a very long sprint, and with this climb as well, I think I need to follow moves at that hill we just had. And then sprint from the corner, I guess. This is also an ugly hill here, this part. Okay, this is dangerous. mind. I'm happy with that. Oh, it was a hard one. Yeah, almost the whole second half of that last lap was red. Here, you always have to follow the attacks here because else they're just too far away. And I decided to sit in here, if you can call it sit in. But yeah, some people at the front went too fast. It was a bit chaotic at the end with the C group. But yeah, good race. Okay. Well, at least we're 15 minutes now. 10 minutes. Oh. It's always these Chinese guys who are pushing orange numbers, and then turns out they're not on Zwift power. Zwift is loading. Yeah, this was just a warm-up, Michael. You're also joining, right? You also did the warming up with the volcano race. Swift's really slow at changing worlds. It's probably my laptop. Here we are. I'm the only A-rider. Six A-riders signed up. I have to check the field. I think it was the race where I was best ranked rider. But yeah, I'm tired now, so. So we look up on Zwift power here. Yeah, there's another guy who just did the previous race and also a race before that, so he already did 2 races. And I've got the best sprint in raw watts. There's one Veldhouse. He has a better watt per kilo with 100 watts less. So, okay, if it's a sprint I should win this. So I should sit in. Yeah, the hill climb tomorrow. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed to the event already, don't forget to join. I was also testing a bit in the previous race what my 1 minute was 500 watts right now after doing 2 laps, so it should be good tomorrow. I've done a lot of short efforts recently, so I really need to do more endurance for the ZRL. I think my FTP also dropped to below 4 watts per kilo because I can't get 20 minutes out of my legs. I really need the recovery in between. It's going to be very tough to get the legs started again. 7 minutes. Two riders in here. Melotti. Yeah, so tomorrow's bike choice. I have no idea what's going to be best. Right now I'm on the Cervelo S5 2020. After I bought the wrong one here. With disc wheels. I'm not sure if these are the best disc wheels. Please let me know if there's better ones in here. These ones, I don't know. But I think it also depends on the category. I hope to complete it in 130. But we'll see tomorrow. Also need warming up in compared to last week where we had a long lead in. It might also be that time trial is better. Yeah, 137, but right now you can push orange numbers all the way. I'm a bit in doubt what I should do on the first part. It's really after the second corner where you have to push very fast, very hard, and then it's only at less than a minute, so there you just have to sprint all the way to the top. But yeah, if you have something left at the top, you should have invested at the start. But if you invest at the start, you might not get like the full sprint at the steepest part. I think there's a lot of difference if you do 8 watts per kilo or 10 watts per kilo on the steep part. But yeah, we'll see tomorrow. And the finish is a bit higher, further away on Libby Hill, but not at the top because I only wanted to have one segment on it. But yeah, if you want to have the Zwift power ranking, you should keep on riding up 23rd Street, super tuck anyway, and then be the first one at the finish line, and then you get the Zwift power ranking, just like the French rider last week was the last one in the A's, but he was second in the race because we just TT'd him a little bit. Really funny because I looked him up on Strava to see if he was complaining about the rules or the Zwift power or whatever, but he was just showing off that he had a second place in the new power PB and stuff like that, and his friends commented, "Oh, well done, well done." 6 riders already, everyone's in here. Let's hope there's one more with a really good ranking. Oh, there's 9 people signed up, that's good. 2 Italians, 3 Germans. Annoying thing about this race is that all categories start combined, so it's going to be a tough start. And I don't know if, yeah, there's a climb in here. I think there's a climb and then it's the sprint, but I've only ridden it from the other side, so I don't know how the climb is from this part. It's not really a climb, it's like the previous race. I think we were also really fast on the previous race because it was like 11 minutes for 7k. So waiting between races is always annoying. It's good to have some recovery, but my body's going into it's going into recovery mode. Okay, let's get ready. This is going to be fast, hard for me. First lap, maybe also second lap. It's only 2 laps. This is so annoying. Why can't we go straight? Why am I getting dropped? It's a lot of up and down, but only 1 or 2%. It's a really high speed, so you have to pay attention. I think we will take a right here. I'm not sure though. No. Okay. But then I know this side. Then I know the climb. So if there's CRL here, this is really fun sprint because there's a punch after it. So you have to sprint here, then it goes uphill for a bit. So you can get away with it here, or you can get dropped. That was it already. Not that exciting. Let's see how the finish goes. It's quite a fast entrance with another incline. I'm getting dropped. It's a really fast sprint this. I wonder if the finish is here or previous one. But the roots are not at the right spot. Yeah, I think that was the finish, but this one would be better. It's really weird. I can look at the distance at the top. Thanks, Nick. Distance to go or try to go solo after the sprint. Where the fuck was the line? Oh yes. Oh. Ooh. That guy came so close. I thought he had me. Oh. Whew. Time for some screenshots. Yeah, it put me on the outside. It's really drafting course, but still couldn't really draft. You see all these small bumps here, like every corner has 1 or 2%. So, especially with some bees pushing here, there were riders pushing 4 or 5 watts on the flats. I was lucky that there were 2 riders going just before me because I had that draft. Let's look at yeah, there was quite a long one here. Oh, what is this from? Is this from last race? I don't know. At least I had 1000 again. It's been a while. But doing these kind of races where you have to sprint at the end is always good for your sprint power, because it's you can just sit in and it's not that long that you are having a lot of normalized power. So yeah, you can use it as a sprint practice. So this is the course. I thought we were going like this, more the top part. So it's still bugged. It's not populating in the other riders. But they were really close. Especially this guy. Oh, this is third win in 2 weeks in the A's. I've never won before, so it's fun. Don't want to be superstitious, but I'm wearing my old cycling shoes again since that race I won, because my new ones were hurting a bit. So now I just have to keep wearing the old shoes. Yeah, 3.7 miles. It's really easy if you know the Zwift dynamics, because there were some points I was getting dropped in this race, and then I know that the group is not going that fast. If with the sprint I can always close it, and then once you're back you can always recover again. So that's something you should just practice. If you keep paying attention and you see slow your watts, then you see that after drifting backwards, then you know that you already have to do 10 or 20 watts more. And if you're doing that and you're still drifting backwards, and you're almost at the back of the group, then you know you just have to push 100 watts for like only small seconds. So Zwift has 5 or 6 watts per kilo for you, and then after it accelerates through the pack again, you get the draft, and you're good to go basically. And that's what I was repeating If you look at my graph here, here I was, or here, I was getting dropped there, here probably as well. You see these spikes, because then I get back to the group, and you see then, and then like the green and yellow things is like normal. That's the 30 or 40% trainer difficulty. So you feel the road, but so with the same cadence you push a bit higher. Yeah, that's really good, and it also really saves a lot of energy, because the other riders in your group are pushing numbers they should not do. Like only push the numbers if you're going uphill. For example, here I was putting in an effort, because one, I was looking if people were trying to get away, because in these races with A and B's in a group, you always know that the A's have a lot of energy left, so they will try to attack at these kind of points, but wasn't steep enough. And I pushed on a bit to stay in the front of the group, because the previous lap I almost got dropped there. Yeah, and then I looked at the distance mark at the top, and I went 300 to go. I think I misshifted, so I had to shift again, and then I started my sprint a bit later, but I was paid out in the end, because I was really, yeah, you can see my kick was quite good, but then that's probably also because it's the second race. Yeah. Well, it's not even 30 minutes of racing today, and I'm dead. Let's see if there's another short one. That's always fun. 10 lap grid city, not going to do that. Should have started earlier with the other Kiermaier race. No, I'm not doing one again. I need to save for tomorrow. That's where the true power is needed. You can see that we're going really slow here, because it's 1 or 2%. And in a group you don't see it, but if you're not pushing the same numbers, you're getting dropped. You really need to pay attention here on this course. And also on Monday, I think, or Tuesday, I did the Neokyo badge hunt thing, and then afterwards I manually navigated through Neokyo. And it really helps to see where you are, that you know what to expect. I know where the sprint banner is and stuff like that. I still don't really know the courses, how they go, but I know that if you know roughly on the map where you are. If I take a right here and then another right on the left, then I'm going to Umazi and stuff like that. It's really helpful. Just navigate once and you know it. It reminded me of the old Call of Duty maps. You have the map and you're exploring where everything is. You know where all the good spots are. But yeah, you're not taken out by a sniper. Oh, let's see on Zwift Power how many people finished the race. Because that's important now, because I was first, I might get a range improvement. Six A riders. One of them 2.5 was someone from Kenya. probably in the wrong category. The rider, obviously. Wonder what his ranking will be, because he will probably have a good ranking as he's finished 6th in the race. Full of ace. Yeah, that was 9th, the other one. Oh, my profiles are doing good with all the gold and silver. 22 riders. 9th, I don't think it's an improvement, but we'll see. Just needs to be better points than the first one. Okay, let's find out where the finish exactly was, because now I'm curious. I think it was on the edge of the park and the road. I wonder if my bike choice made a difference at the end. Because I have an aerosol that normally I have to Tron, but I already decided to go for this for tomorrow. So I don't forget to change tomorrow morning. Let's use a feather. It's not really steep on this climb, so it's a really draftable course. But the speed is picking up here, and then here it's going downhill, and then at the corner it's 1 or 2%. So if you're at the front here, then you're screwed. You really need to have the momentum, like this part. And where did I go? I started somewhere around here, 300 meters. It was a really long sprint. And I think it helped a bit. Went to 3% here because I could kick through it. So I really had a lot of speed here. 200 meters to go. I thought maybe this would be the finish right here. Then there was the right turn. And I thought this would be the finish. It also wasn't the finish. And maybe this line, also not the line. And then this was the finish. Completed, it says. Yeah, it's really bugged here. They should have seen it, right? The TT bike. Maybe with the TT bike you can hit 70k per hour on the downhill. But I don't know if you can super tech. You need to get the speed high. If you ever start with 70 or 60k per hour. But it's only that first part. It's like that 1 or 2, 3%. Like the first 2 corners you can do with the speed of the downhill, and then you just need to sprint on that other part. It's like a 1 minute effort. You can also do like 600 watts for 1 minute, I think, Jonas. But I don't want to do the TT bike because last week I did a very light bike and it cost me exactly 3.5 seconds. Like this should have been finished. I don't know why this is not finished. We need two back pedal events on Saturday, like one in the morning, one in the afternoon, and you can go for a crazy bike race in the morning, and if you think you can improve your time, go to the afternoon event and do it with the other bike. Well, let's stop at 13k. Two races done. Yeah, I think the top is quite flat as well. Libby Hill is more flat. I don't know. Really depends on the speed you take into it. Anyway, I'm heading off. Come to show Sebastian I won his event. Like Julia did 2 hours. And see you all tomorrow. Cheers!